everybody, welcome back. My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch, where I make beautiful artificial flower arrangements for all occasions. Well, I hope you had a wonderful weekend, guys, and I hope you did a lot of crafting or Christmas shopping, but whatever it was, I hope you enjoyed it. Right, I just again wish to thank everybody for the extremely heartwarming messages that I've been sent over the weekend. I really do appreciate it, and a lot of them have really touched my heart. So to all you people who know who you are, who sent me these wonderful messages, deeply from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Right, today again we're going to do a Valentine's Day wreath. Yes, Valentine's Day. I said it last time. We're back to doing the Valentine's Day. I'm going to do a crescent shaped one today. I've got out the crescent wreath. I haven't taken it out the bag just yet. And but I've already done a ribbon, and we're going to do it in pinks and like deep pinks and a few bits of red as well. But the ribbon that I've chose, a bit of floral, with some roses on. I've only done 2 loops either side, one 7-inch and one 6-inch, and the one in the center at 4-inch. And then I've just done some long tail ends. They may be cut, I don't know yet. I've kept the ribbon out in case I want to do some more tail ends or a little bow somewhere else. But that's all I've done today for the bow. I want it to look, quite elegant. I don't want it to be overpowered with big loops like I like to do. But if you like to do it like that, then go ahead and have fun and make one. But today I'm going to do that one. And I've left this out as well. I've cut this off the roll because I want to do this as our hook. Because I'd like to, match the hook with the ribbon. So I've just cut a long piece of 23, 40-inch. I don't know why I've done it that long, but I've just done it that long. And I will be showing, a lady asked if I could show the bags that I use to put my wreaths in instead of boxing them up. I will show you that at the end so we can show you how I place them in when we've done this arrangement. So as you can see, we've got the crescent shaped wreath, which is a 14-inch wreath. So we're going to use that. I'm not placing in a lot today. I want it to be, wow, you know me, I may grab some more. I just can't help myself, but that's what's in my mind. But I've got out my dusted twined fern that I love for our movement, which I think is glorious. And with it being slightly, well, I'd say flocked or dusted. That's the word, because it's called dusted twine fern. So it's slightly dusted, guys. Now I've cut down some of these off and placed some on single stems or picks before I started, and left the odd one with a little bit more on it in case I need to place it to fill in places. Oops, like that one. I can't quite remember what they're called. I just saw them when I went on the old sailors, and I decided I like those, so I'm going to purchase them. So we've got that. I have got out 2 stems of my ficus, but the dark green with the limey colour in the centre, what's got veins on, which will bounce off of the lovely pinks that we're using, as well as bounce off from the other tones from our foliage. Now, I went through the buckets again at the weekend, and I spotted these oddments that was just hanging around at the bottom of my bucket. So I decided with the bit of grass, and I think they look a little bit like buttercups, but I thought we could place in some of those for maybe our filler. Now I've got out some pink grass with pink fern in and some little beads on the end and some grasses as well. I may use those. I have got them in a darker colour, so I may use the darker colour yet. I've also got out just some nice pink feathers, or pampas grass, whichever you wish to call it. But I've got out some of those. I'm not saying I'm going to use them. I don't know if they'll look okay with, you know, because it's a lighter pink to what we're using. But I have got some picks that have got this pink in it, so we may use them. And for our roses, I'm only going to place 5 in. So we've got these beautiful, beautiful English roses that are dark, like a reddy tone on the tips of the petals, and then like a cerise pink or dark pink around as well. So I'm adding those. And for a bit of movement for our roses, I've got these. Now the foliage on these are like a rubber. They're not an actual foliage like we'd get, you know, on the ficus or on the roses. They are just a rubber and just cut. But I just loved when I spotted these, I think last year some point, I just loved the movement of them. So I've got out, I think 5 stems of these that I'm going to place those in. I just wanted to add a bit of white, and they're back. My calla lilies, my favourite for our wispiness, guys. Oh. So again, just to, you know, brighten it up from the pinks, add a little bit of white. And I thought, again, for movement and wispiness, let's get our lovely calla lilies back. And finally, our picks that I've got are the ones with lovehearts and beads on. Now, you can, if I just take one out, manipulate these, you know, to sit however you'd like them to sit in your arrangements, because they are wired right to the top of each little stem, so, or sprig. So you can manipulate these however you'd like. So I thought by adding in some of those, and again, that's the pink that I've tried to match, as you can see, with the feathers. So it's a perfect match, so hence the reason I got the feathers. So that is all we are going to use today as of yet. So let me just place these down here out of our way. Let me just grab the darker ones if I can find them, of the grasses. Here we go. I think they may look slightly better because they've got more of a cerise colour. Or are they too dark? I'll keep them both out. They may be too dark now. I'm looking at the grass on them. Got like a deep burgundy, as you can see, a deep burgundy on the leaves compared to, if I get one of these, compared to those. So it may be them now I'm looking at it, to go with the feathers. So let's just pop those back in. And just tighten the band. So let's get out our crescent leaves. And I'm wanting to, the thing is with these, the more weight that goes on the side, they tend to tipple like that. Excuse me. So I'm gonna, I think, just place on a bit of rope before I attach this nearer to the end, just so I can see where it's balancing and then where I need to place my ribbon, because I don't want to place on the ribbon and then have to take it off to reposition it. I could just easily add on the rope and then I can just remove that, and the rope will guide me for where I'd like it to, the ribbon to be. So I'm just going to place it around there for now. It looks straight now, but as soon as weight goes on it, it will go like that. So then I may have to maneuver this rope further up or down depending on the weight. So let's just attach that and then place it on here. So that is our crescent. Let me just see. I think you can see on the camera because I've zoomed out today. Yes, I've zoomed out. Let me just move in slightly. It's just so you can see the whole of the wreath. So first of all, I'm wanting to put in our ficus. I always like to place the ficus at the back. It's the cheaper foliage, but it's also beautiful looking, and it will give us some nice colours at the back. So we're going to just cut several off. That one's not got a leaf. 1, 2, 3. I'm cutting it where it's got 3 sprigs on it, and I'm left with that one that I can use maybe around the centre. But I've done it where it's 3 sprigs. 1, 2, 3. So I'll do that on this one as well. And I'll save those. So, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to start here and work my way around. I will attach the bow a bit further along as we're doing it. I don't want it to get buried before we start. So I'm just manipulating my twigs, just turn it to the right and the left. So we've got a little bit of an S shape, and just to give it that natural look, like a tree would be in your garden. And I do that on every one of my stems that I've just chopped. And we're going to go around the top and to the other side. Just to give it that lovely, dark, romantic feel, as I like to say. Oops, that one's... If you see any, I've just seen half of a leaf here, so I've chopped it off. I don't want that to be spoiling, you know, and being noticed by customers that I've left half of a leaf on. I was helping wrap some of my son's Christmas presents, what he's bought for people at the weekend. My autistic son is not very good at coordination, so I helped him. I've wrapped all mine. Just 2 more. So I've just basically used 2 stems of this or 2 bunches, or stems, I think, more likely. And I'm placing these at the bottom. I'll bring that one over slightly. Now I'm going to bend that, lift it up a little and then bend it over so it's going round. So there is our beautiful ficus. Now I'm wanting to place some of these on again. I don't know what they're called, but whatever they are, they're beautiful. And I've again put some on single picks just to dot around and entwine with all the others ficus. So the ones I've done on picks, let's just cut down. Or should I place the bigger ones in? If you find any of your foliages twisted and you can move the leaves, twist them back forward to the correct position, that's super. 1, 2, 3. Right, I've only cut 4 of those, so it's perhaps because I may just need 4 because they are quite bushy. So let's just see. Yes, I'm going to entwine those with, and I may use the others on the inner side, to mix in with the roses. So let's just see where to place. And again, I'm going to mix them up with the ficus. I'll save those ones. You can't really turn these very much, so they're very secure. I think I've just broke one. Yeah, I've just broken one. Bit heavy-handed. I may have to try and twist the stem slightly instead. So I'll place this one around here with it only just having a small amount of leaves. I'll just widen it slightly. We'll place this one around here so it can then go up there. And I'll place the bigger one at the bottom. So I'm going to lean that in like that. Just bring some of your ficus again through, give it that natural look. I've got a little gap there. I can't use that one, so I'll probably just add one of these just to fill that small gap in. Oops, wrong way. Like so. So we'll save these. So let me just see about the feathers, because I do want these on the outside. They are quite long, but they may look quite nice embedded in. I can't get the, there we go. I'll wait, guys. So let's get our pink grass with the fern. Yeah. So I'm going to bring these as well. And again, I'm going to bring one down here also. I think that's a bit too far out. Yeah, it looks a little far out than what I'd like it. So just pull it out, take the glue off, put some more glue on with your glue gun or a glue pan, whichever you're using, and reposition it. And I'm going to do the same with this one. Let's take the glue off the wreath as well. There we go. And then I'll bring this one further back also, so it's not sticking out as much. And you can twist these, the grasses around and the ferns. They are push-ups. So we'll bring one up there. Just cut that little stem a bit. And then we'll bring this further down as well. And then again, you know, just mix it in with your foliage. And I'm going to bring one slightly coming out from the side. Maybe one more around here. I'm trying to stick to odd numbers. To balance it out. I don't mind if things, you know, stick out. I quite like that natural movement. So we'll place those on the floor too. So some dusted twined fern. again, I like this for the movement. So I may incorporate, I'd like one on either end. I think they look lovely on either end for that movement. So we'll place one just coming out, not too far. I don't want it drooping down here. I don't want to meet up with the bottom, but I want it to see that, you know, it's flowing at the same time. I don't want them meeting up like that. So I'm going to place this one here. Let me just pull it out, sorry. Take the glue off. Just reposition it. It was a bit too far back. So we'll have it like that. And again, bring some around. You don't just have to do them like in where I've placed those in on the inner side. You can bring some around here to entwine with your foliage as well. They do tangle, these, when they get together. But never mind. I'm going to place that one behind so that can stick out from the back side. And then one more there. And I'll place that one like so. Doesn't that look pretty? Again, we'll hold on to these in case I decide I'd like some more. So I'll just keep them on the floor with. Right, again, now let me just keep checking with those. I think if I place some in, I place probably about 3, I think. So let me just now get these, and now with these are on paperback, so you can split them. I don't know whether I want to split them or if they'd be too much. I think they look a bit too much, so I might take all the paper off and just have smaller ones. Yes, just smaller ones in. So let me just get my brown tape. I've not got my glue gun on. Oh my goodness, how naughty. Just putting a bit of glue on the stem and then placing my tape over the top. And then just going around with the floral tape. I'm using the same colour as the paper. I don't want to use a white or a green. And then once I've got to the bottom, I'm going back up, tear a little bit off, and then put a little bit of glue back on just to hold it in place so it sticks. And again, we can manipulate these. We could twirl them around your finger if you want a little bit of a curl, you know, just to add that, or you can just keep them, you know, straight. So we'll do the same with this one. take all the paper what's loose off. And by just pulling them apart from the stem, because you get 3 pieces on one stem, you know it does go further, and you'll have more to spread around, and you won't use as much. Oops, a daisy. Let's see if I can get away with keeping this one on the pick. So I've just cut that piece off. I'm going to not risk it, even though the paper is, you know, not loose. I'm just still going to place on some tape. So what I've done with all the others, I'm just going to do with this one as well. Peace of mind for myself, so I know it's done. So we'll just put a bit more glue on that last piece. If I need any more, I will do another, probably 2. Whoopsie daisy, I've got glue stuck to me. Right. So you can either bring these to the back, which I think look quite nice, like twiggy bits. So, you know, just see where you'd like them first. And they have lovehearts on, so I don't want to overdo it with them. So I think I'm going to just do about, oh, I don't know, I may do 5, because I don't want one right on the tip. So I'm going to place them around here. So I've got like that, and again you can just manipulate these, bring them forward, some up, brings, you know, some of the lovehearts as well, so they're on show as well, so your loved one can see. I think we're going to place that one there. Again, bring the lovehearts nice and forward. Some of the twiggy bits as well. You know, just spread them open also. Could even bring one through here, just so it looks like it's moving around as well. And then our other one. I'm going to do opposite this one. Do the same. Just spread them open, bring some forward, some backwards, so they're entwined in around like that. I'll hang on to these on here in case I decide to add the odd one. Right, let's look at our ribbon. Now what I wanted to do with the ribbon, I wanted it something along, like sitting like that. I can just hold that wire, something like that, just to bring these long tail ends down. You can curl them and bring these going up. So I wanted to position it something like that. I've got my weaving needle out. I just, for you new beginners, plastic weaving needles. With me twisting the wire at the back, I've got 2 bits left. So I place one through the weaving needle, just bend the tip of it over so it doesn't come out the needle, and then go through to the back of the wreath. Makes it much easier. A lovely lady gave me that idea. So I'll pull one through at the back, just take that off the needle, and then get the other. Do the same, bend it over slightly. And go through another area on the wreath and pull that through as well. Then once you've pulled them through at the back, take my weaving needle off. Just twist them like you do attach your bow. I twist for about 1 inch and then I cut the remaining of the wire off. And then I just get some needle nose pliers, which are flat pliers, bend it back in, and so it's inside of your wreath so it doesn't scratch anybody's door. So let's just look at the ribbon. Or the bow, should we say. And then we've got it like that, guys. We'll just move that out. So, before we go any further, I want to place in our roses. I think these are very, very pretty. Very realistic as well. So I wanted to put one here, one here, one there, one there, and one there. I'd usually do 6 with it being, you know, half a dozen red roses. But on this occasion, I decided to go for 5. Look at it like this. That instead of 6, you give them 5, so there's room for more love in your life for the person you love for a 6th rose. So I'm placing that one near the tip there. And I'm going to go just behind. I can just behind the bow here, or just above the bow. And have that like that. We'll bring this tail end up. I'm not going to cut it even though it's quite long. I want it to hang above. Then I'm going to bring one here. Just under the bow. And then bring the other tail end at the other opposite side. So I've got one hanging this side and one that side. Again, you can turn your ribbons if you feel that the tail end's just too long. You can get the bottom, curl it under like so, and just keep wrapping it around. So you're going up as far as you'd like it. Some like it to the top, some don't. And then the centerpiece where you started to do your first curl, you grab that from in the center and just pull as much as you want out, and it gives you a little ringlet like so. You can do that or keep them hanging low. I think I may. And if you want to do that, I think the best thing is to cut the ends straight, so you've got no dovetail on them. You don't have to rush this. If you want to loosen it, just do that, or make bigger loops as you're going along. In fact, that one should have come out the opposite side, so I've just made a mistake. I pulled it out on the right side instead of the left. So if you want it like this one is going towards the left, the ringlet, I didn't want the other one sticking out there, so it needs to come back in as well. Again, just twist it up. Oh, I've done it again. Move that love heart so it can sit there. So you've got it like that. And then I'm going to place one here and then one on the end. You know, bring one slightly further out if you wish. They are very pretty. And do the same with this. And bring that one also on the end. And again, bring in some of your foliage. So then you have your roses. Let's see, we have got, these are also on paperback. They are quite long, so I don't want them like that. I just want them to be, you know, entwined. So these are going around the back, so I'm going to have to put a bit of tape on these as well. I can't get that glue off. And again, these are brown paperback, so I'll place in brown on because the rest of the stem is brown going right to the top. So I'm keeping in the colour. So that's one. And these also bend. You can manipulate these as well. So we'll see once they're in. Oh, here's my cat. I didn't think it was going to be long before he came. Say hello, Marley. Say hello. Marley. Marley. Say hello to everybody. So we're going to just place this one around here so it's hanging over again. You can manipulate it. I've left some roses at the back, so you know you've got some also at the back. Again, let's put a little bit of blue on our stem. Or you can pull these apart again and get the most of them, most out of it. So you can just scatter some of the little roses around. So let's just see. I'm going to want one there. Bring some forward, some bending. And this is giving up that little bit of movement as well. And they've got they're all buds, some open more than the others. I want one right behind the bow. If you can hear a purring, guys, it's not me. It's my cat. They say when cats purr, it's because they're content and they're happy. So I want this one around here. Just behind our bow, or on the outer side. Again, let's mix up some of our foliage with it. And then I'm going to place one here and then one down at the other end. So I've used 5 of these as well. I started placing all my candy cane things away because nobody else was ordering any candy cane. Oh my goodness, guys, over the weekend I got an order for candy cane. I knew I shouldn't have placed them away just yet, but I got them back out. I opened the box and I did it, and the customer collected it this morning. She had a candy cane one off me last year. She wanted another one to go with it. So that's that one. And the last one, that's that one. Let's get the glue all off my fingers. We don't want to spread it onto the flowers. I usually can get the glue off of this. Let's get something to help me. So let's get these in. One down here. And then again, just manipulate some of the roses to come a bit further up. Oops, I've just snapped one. Oh my good gracious me. Don't worry. Never worry, guys. You can always just glue it back in with them. So it's sitting alongside them. And then our last one, which we want down here. So let's just open it a little bit. So you've got all your nice little buds around the edge. I don't think I'm going to place in these. What do I? Oh, I don't know. They look quite nice. Let me just get some filler foliage in as well. Molly, you've got a pink feather on you. So, and what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to bring these just slightly in here. Maybe the odd one up there is in the middle of the wreath as well. So let's just turn it so I can bring one around the end here. So it finishes that end piece off. Maybe bring one. I'm going to need one there. Where the bow is. Place one on near the end as well on the bottom, just behind the rose. I'm going to need one here, or do I? place the others. What have I got? 1, 2 in. Yeah, I'm going to place the others in, and I've got 2 little single ones. I could place those in. So I'm just looking for a gap here, just to fill it up. Again, bring all your things popping through. Add that extra little bit of interest and that prettiness. I've got 2 little pieces here, what are just on their own. I'll bring those in the centre. And I'll bring one under here. I've got 2, so I'm going to bring one there. I can see a gap there. So if you just stand back and if you can see gaps, that will help you know that you need something there just to fill in that little space. And then I'm going to bring one down there as well. Let's cut that one a bit short. Move out the way a minute. And let's bring some of these beads or twiggy bits in. Like those as well. It's going to need something else around the centre. I'm feeling that we may need something, a bit of colour on the middle. So we're classing like where we placed all the ficus, that's layer 1. On the grapevine in the centre, on the middle is layer 2, and around the central point here is layer 3. So I feel on layer 2, in between those roses and those, we need a bit of colour. So I know we've got, oh, I've got, what have I done with those? I may place in some red little rattan or, I don't know, twiggy bit just around the central point as well. So I'll place 5 in. I've got a lot there, but I did get them out this morning and then I changed my mind and placed them back. But now I can see, as you can see, the colour is here and here, and there's green around the centre part. We need some colour here on layer 2. So let's just chop those down a little bit, not too much. I still think we need something else around there as well on the inside. So I'm going to place them first. So I think 1, if I don't, around there, one definitely here, two. I'm going to bring one coming near the bow here. I can just place it somewhere. Three. One in here, four. I'll just place it there, guys. I can't connect it to anything. And then one in here for five. So we've got it like that. I'm just going to look what I need. Some different foliage, or maybe something with a little bit of colour, or to bring around the centre so it's not just green. I don't want to... Let's think about that. Let's get our love hearts in. So let's get that one in. Place that. Just there. One there. One in where the bow is. Oh, I caught myself. There. Then one around here. And then the other one there. In between these two roses. I'm just going to slightly bend that one. So we've got those in. I think they look quite pretty. So we've got, I don't want those. I could put some of those roses on the inside as well. Those love hearts. Let's get some. Do I use pink? Or do I use the different ones? I've got some just on picks like this. I could bring those in around here as well. Or do I use some glitter? No, they don't show up as much. Or do I actually stick to? Yeah, I'm going to stick to those. I'll get 3 more. Just to bring a bit of colour on the inner side. So let's just 1, 2, 3. Do I put one on each end? So let's just have a look. I think I'm going to have to place them in between. Yeah. What I'm doing, I'm placing these, because you've got the 2 love hearts here, I want to place this one in between here so I can make that triangular position or shape. So you've got that. So that's what we're aiming for. So that one, or that one, and then one here. And then that one here. If I could just swivel it. So we've got that. I want to place in these just to bring them alive a little bit by adding white. It always seems to bring things alive. I may place over there. I'm still considering the foliage. Or do I get something with a bit of floral on it instead? Let's just have a look. I want to try and keep to that colour without going, you know, too deep with it. I want to keep to the light cerise and the greens. So do I? So I've got some huckleberry. Now, will that be too deep? I've got oddments that I cut off. Let me twist it and just have a look. Oh, I think that's a bit too much. We don't want something too deep. Now I'm spoilt for choice. Do I get pink eucalyptus? Oh gosh, I'm going to bring the whole of it down. I can see it. Let's get these. Now, will these be too much? Have I got any on picks? Yeah. So I've placed a silver dollar in. It's like a mauvey pink. Yes, that looks better. It's. And let me just add as well, just to see. And then I'm going to stand back and see if they're needed. Oh, I don't know, they still look nice. I think we may. Right, let's get in some. I can hear a noise in my bucket. I think it's going to fall with everything in it. That's on a single pick. That is. And I have to chop. Place that there. Let's just add in some of this again, different colour foliage, just again to add that little bit of extra interest. To your arrangement. bring one up there. You don't really need many of these because they are quite longish, really. Just to add that nice little look. And I may bring some around the side, so I'm going to cut that one. It's going to fall. I know it's going to fall. I can hear it. I can hear the movement of it. So I'm just bringing the odd one around the side as well. Just again, as I like to say, what I've got here, I like to bring out here, just so it's got that flow and that movement. I'm going to bring one around here as well. You may not see much of it, but I just want to add it in on the ends as well. And just go behind here. Just add that there. Right, I'm going to add some of these. For some reason, I just think it adds to it. Just bring them through slightly. I don't want them sticking too far up, so I'm trying to just bend them over. If you feel that some of the feathers are in the way of the stem, either just chop them or pull them off if you can. Let's just see how that. I think that needs to be bending over slightly. I think that one's too far out. I want it around here, so I'm going to alter that one. And as well, if you want to shorten them, just get your scissors and cut some of the feathers off the end near the bottom of the stem, just to give you a longer stem and also just a shorter feather. So I want that one. Somewhere around there. I do steady. I do like to sometimes shorten them because I don't like, you know, I think some of them are a bit too long, especially on where I'm going to place things. Like this is going to go around 9 o'clock, and it's just going to stick out too far, so I want to shorten the feather. So this is going around here somewhere. And I didn't want it sticking too far out. And if you still think that some of them are a bit long on the tips, just snip like so, and that will just shorten as well. Don't be afraid to do that. It's, you know, it's doesn't matter. It's all going to look still beautiful. So what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want 5. I don't want those. So I'm going to want one around here and then one down around here. So I need to cut this one as well. You can just pull it back, the feathers like that at the bottom, so you can see where you need to cut. I'm going to place that one in around there. And then the other one in a similar position to the one at the top. I'm going to bring that one through. So you've got your lovely feathers in. So let's get our calla lilies just to bring this alive. I'm considering placing these on level 1 as well, just so then I've got a bit of white, you know, in between the two pinks. Let me just turn this one round, guys, so I can see up here. So it's, you know, breaking up the two pinks from the roses at the top and around here. And plus they add movement, so they are pretty. I've spoken to a few, a lady, oh gosh, I can't remember when it was. It wasn't long ago. We was talking about Valentine's Day, and that lady says to me she prefers not just roses, she prefers to see like a nice, like cottagey type of Valentine's flower arrangement. And I suppose it's just, you know, slightly looking like that as well. Like that. So I don't need, I've got 7, so do I place these 2 here? Yeah, I'm going to do that. Just place either side of this feather in the centre, just at the back. As well. So that's our calla lilies. So let me just look, it's the centre point here that needs something. Do I do another bow? I'm just going to get this little piece just to see. No, it may be too much. So I know I've got these, but then again it's a bit more green. I want something lighter, so I may get, actually, either, oh gosh, that's dusty. Either our sage leaves or our lamb's ear. I'm just going to have a look. Because it's around the centre, so it may be the lamb's ear. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the lamb's ear. We don't need no more of this eucalyptus. Oops, I've just snapped the rubber band. I don't need those. And I'm not going to use those either. Oops. So it's going to be the lamb's ear, guys. It's shorter in length, and it's not going to get in the way of anything. And it'll fill in around that centre point. I don't know why I don't just take the rubber band off. So let me cut those down. Oh, this one as well. So I'm going to, and again it's light, so what I'm going to do is place those in around here, around the inner side. I just want to slightly get them opened up, but be careful because they've not got wire in the stem, so if you're a bit too forceful with them they may snap. So I've done it myself. I was very heavy-handed and snapped not just one, more than one, not realising how heavy-handed I was. So I'm just leaning them over, just trying to open them slightly by bending the plastic stem. So let's place one here. See, I don't really want to put them as a ring in the centre, so I need to break them up. So in there I've got this ficus left. I'm going to add in one piece of the ficus in between them, again to break it up so it doesn't look like it's a ring of lamb's ear. I can push it in. If you see what I mean. So you've got the lamb's ear, the ficus and the lamb's ear. So I'm going to do that. Okay, let me cut these two. There we go. So it'll be the ficus again. After the lamb's ear. There we have it. And the lamb's ear again. So it's ficus, lamb's ear, ficus, lamb's ear, ficus. So I'm just doing that until I feel we don't need any more in. So I'll place one up here. And I want you to be able to see the ficus. I don't want to hide it because then you will just think there's just a ring of lamb's ear. Another. Sorry if I've not turned it, guys. This is just really my awkward side. I'm going to bring that ficus down there. This last little piece of it. Let me do it from the opposite side. I must learn to do it this side. Let's just get the glue string. So I want something just to cover. because I don't want to start introducing other foliage now that we've not used. I'm going to use one of these just for that area there, because that is really needing something there. And if I put little pieces of foliage in, it's just going to make me place in lots of it, because you want something just slightly a bit broader. That's better. So now I've done that, I can't not put one in up there to balance it out. So let's just fluff our bow. I don't think I need any tail ends anyway, or do I have some on the end there? Let me just fold this in half. That's the best thing about cutting this down. I could just, I just do one loop of it and then have those. Yeah, I may do that, guys. I may do just one loop and then a bit of tail end. I don't want too much of a tail end, so I'm not going to do my loop as big, but I'm going to, with my tail ends, do them one longer than the other. So I'm just going to dovetail them, placing both ends together, folding them in half, so they're both dovetailed. So all I'm going to do is just fold it in half like that. One's longer than the other. Pinch in the centre, twist one of the tail end that's facing the wrong way, twist it forward. Let me come up here, I feel I've gone out of the way. Twist it forward so it's like that. I'm going to stick that just there. So I'm just going to use a floral wire. So we'll do it like that. Hello, well thanks honey bunch. And then I'm just going to go round once on with one piece of the end of the floral wire, and then the opposite direction with the other one. So then they both meet at the back. Then I'll just twist them together. And again, I'm going to place that just there. So let me get my weaving needle again. You can get these weaving needles from Amazon, guys. You get them in about a pack of 100. Can't see. Pull that one through. It makes it much easier if you decide as well, like I have at the last minute, to add another piece of ribbon in instead of struggling. Now I can't find where the other wire is. There's one. Where's the other one gone? it's here. Thanks. And then just bend over that one as well, over the end, so it doesn't come out the needle. And then just pop that one through as well, through your grapevine to the back. Like that. And then get both of the wires at the back and then just twist them again. Again, I do mine about 1 inch long and then cut the rest off. And then I turn it back, the little bit that's left on the wire, push it back inside the wreath. Like so. So let's just have a look. And that's filled in that little gap there as well, because I could see I've got a little bit of a gap there. Push that underneath. Bring some of the foliage through. So the ribbon's going. You can have it. I'm just going to let it hang over like that, the rows. So let me just stand back. Do I undo those? I do like to change my mind. I can't help myself. Just slightly. Let's cut that. Yeah, I'm going to do it like that. I'm just going to bend over the tip at the bottom instead of dovetailing it. I can dovetail it if I wish, but then I'm just going to do a, like one biggish type ringlet by just rubbing my hands around the ribbon, my finger, should I say, and it tends to twist then. Do a little ringlet at the bottom of it. Let me just help it along. That's better. Yeah. I'm going to leave it like that. So I'm going to put that pin in my ribbon. Right, I want to, because I don't need anything else now, place my, you see the rope hasn't moved. It hasn't moved the wreath, so now I know that that position is where I need to do this. And the reason I'm not doing a bow down here is because I've got this ribbon above. So then you'll have the ribbon going around. So if I just take it off the easel a moment, guys. Let's get rid of all the mess. I don't want that to get on it. So I know I'm not taking this off just yet. It's just so I know where to place this. And I'm folding it in half, and then I'm going under and back up to the top in the same position that the rope is in. Because that's my guide. So as soon as I've got this ribbon through, then I'll take the rope out, like so. And I'm going to go through the loop with the two ends. And then just pull so it tightens itself up around like that at the back. And then bring this, if I can get it together. And then I'm going to get a bit of floral wire because I don't want to tighten a knot. So I'm pinching it, getting a little bit of floral wire around where I've pinched it. Again, just wrapping. You can use a pipe cleaner, but I'm using the floral wire so you don't see it with having a black background. And I'm going to twist that at the back. There may be other ways that you can do it. I'm going to cut that excess off, then bend that, carry on bending that around. Let me use my needle nose pliers, my little ones, just to grab it and then flatten it down like that. Now the top I'm going to fold over and then dovetail. And twist one the right way. So I've got that effect at the top. You can leave that like that, or you can attach tail ends or another bow at the top. I'm just going to leave it like that. Let's place it on. I'm going to have to lift it up because this handle, I may have actually placed the handle a little bit too long. Yeah, I reckon I have. So let's do it again. Whatever you don't get right the first time, you can always do it again. So let's snip that wire. And then just start to twist it around. La 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 la. I can't grab it. Let me get my nail behind it. There we go. Let's just cut a little bit again. There, it's coming now. There we have it. Excuse me. So we'll start again. We'll bring it to about here so the hook isn't too far. And I'm going to pinch it. What did I do with all my... Oh, they're here. My goodness gracious me. We'll do the same process. Wrap a little bit around one side a few times. Then the other end of the wire, take it around the opposite side. meet at the back, twist, cut that off, and the way you can see here what's still sticking out, I then bend that around the ribbon, and then I get my flat nose needle nose pliers and flatten it so it doesn't stick out or hurt anybody's hand. So now we've got that, we've got a longer tail end here, so we can either create a bow or just a couple of loops and have a couple of loops up above. Let's have a look on here. Or you could actually leave them as tail ends, but shorten them. So let's just shorten them. Oops. Slightly. And then just bring them slightly inwards. We'll see it better when it's on the easel. Let's just grab it and get it on. We'll bring that. That one through there. Do I? Sorry guys, I'm just trying to figure out which way I should take the tail ends. There, I'll leave them like that. So let me just get rid of all of this. I can't do nothing with that, I've snapped that leaf. Get rid of all of our tools that we're not using now. Like that. Let me just stand back. I'm going to bring one down here. Oh, I may cut one even shorter, just one. This one, and have it upright. Just a little bit. Right, so I've done that. That's our project done for today. For like a country cottage type Valentine's Day arrangement, and that would look lovely on any front door, or even in the house, or anything like that. Let me just stand back and have a look, because then I will know if anything else is needed. Now guys, do I? Because I've got the bow at the bottom, it's bothering me now because it's in, you can't, you know, it's only 2 and I work in odd numbers. So I don't know whether to place just another one loop bow around here like I have on that one. I know I've cut the tail end short, but it'll bother me. So I won't do as big of a loop, or probably very similar, should I say. Let's just see where I would place it. I think somewhere around here. I'd have to. So let's do it. Just twist. Get my weaving needle. And I need to just see. I don't want it there, so it may have to go here and have those going up. So I'll cut that one as well now. Now I know. And we'll place this through the back. But this one is going to go upside down like that, because I want the tail ends going up towards the back. I may do that just above the rose, in fact. So let's get it into position. Push that through, pull it through then, as you saw on the back. So that's one piece through. And let's grab the other one, if I can see that one. There we are. Then that over. Pull that one through as well. I can't pull it through, it's slippy. Oops. There we go. Twist that one as well. Do the same procedure. And then push it back in. So now let's just dovetail the ends here. Just to give it that little bit of finishing touch. And there, I think that looks better with those, that extra little loop just added in. Oops, I nearly dropped it. So again, let me just come out and have a quick look. Yes, it's better with that there. I want to move that. That's in the way. Just have a little. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I could just bring that one over there. Let it stretch. Give it movement. There we go. Lovely. I'm happy with that. So that is our lovely, again, cottage style Valentine's Day wreath. Let me get that. I've got a bit of a stem hanging behind, so I'm going to chop that so it's not sticking out. I didn't see that anymore. No. So yeah, to sit lovely on somebody's front door, or again in the house or in the bedroom, on the wall, you know, above the bed, or anything like that, on your summer house, or anywhere where you feel that it looks so pretty and it reminds you that your loved one has sent you a beautiful, instead of bouquet, something different, a beautiful wreath, which will last forever. So again, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I sure did. It really does make a difference. And now the lady, I think it was Elaine or Eileen, I can't remember, or was it Susan? It may have been Susan. I think it was Susan. Right. The bags that I place in, again, I stated the other day, last week, that if I'm taking a wreath, especially locally, and I don't have to post it, you know, or get it sent by mail or have it delivered, then they go in these plastic bags. Because I don't, you know, personally see the point of putting them in a box just to deliver them, and the person on the other end may just throw the box away. So I place them in cellophane bags. Now these cellophane bags, if it is you, Susan, they are for oh, go on, let's say baskets. You know, where you do a hamper basket and you put your fruit baskets and things like that, they are for those. And the size of them is approximately 37 inches long from top to bottom and 26 inches wide. So that's about nearly 95 centimeters long by about nearly 67 centimeters wide at the bottom. You get a pack of 15. Some come with those poly ribbons where you pull and then tie a loop in. These did as well, so I used those to tie them. So the size of them, again, let me just move those out of the way because I can see the cat looking to sit on them, is approximately 37 inches down, which is about 94.5, 95 centimeters, and across the top it is 26 inches, which is approximately 66, 67 centimeters. And all I do, and again, they are for baskets, hamper baskets. So they are cellophane. So I just open them up. My cat doesn't like the noise of them. So I open them up. Let's just get one. There it goes. Well, this is once I've finished spraying and treating the wreath and everything and it's dry. Then I spray on some essence oil, which smells lovely, and then the aroma will stay in the bag. So when they open the bag, they will get that quick smell of that beautiful oil. And then I just place them in gently, like so. And you can get different colours, but I prefer to get the clear ones, so the customer, when it's delivered, can see their beautiful arrangement inside. And as you can see, they are quite long. I've got that much left at the top to play with, as you can see. So then what I do, I gather the top in like so. Once it's at the top, straighten all this swirly or the cellophane up so it's not crumbly and folded over. I straighten it so it's nice and neat for the customer, and I do that. Then I get one of those pulley ribbons that come with the bags, tie it around the top there, and there you have your wreath inside the bag, protected from any dust or anything. So when you deliver it, it's fresh, clean, and there's nothing getting on it. And that is how, and I have been able to get in over a 60 centimetre wreath in there, just slightly over 60 centimetre, so which is over 2 foot. So I can get that in there because 60 centimetres is 2 foot, and these are nearly 67 centimetres wide, so I can get one in there. And then I place a sticker just after I've placed a bow on it. Place a sticker on here which says thank you. It's only about that big, and that's placed there. Then I attach my business card to it, and then I've got an envelope that I put the person's invoice in, seal it with a sticker on again saying thank you. And when I deliver it, I don't attach the envelope to this because I want the package to look pretty. So I have the envelope in my hand and I hand it over personally. So, but that is how big they are. So, and they are perfect. So try not to go looking for wreath bags, because you'll probably just get these plastic single ones with a zip on it. Go for hamper. Cellophane, what do they call them? I'll tell you exactly what they're called. Cellophane basket bags. 15 pieces. So there, I got those. I just typed in Google, Susan, if it was you asked. I typed in Google cellophane basket bags, and I put in a size that I wanted, again, which I've said that you could place in, which is the size of these, and they are more than big enough. So I hope that helps, Susan. So that is what I do when I I've packaged up after treating the wreath, and then the customer can just pull it out like that, and it comes out all nice, fluffed up, ready for them to hang. So I hope that that has helped. I did say I would show you. You did ask. I don't mind showing you. Again, I like to see the clear ones, so the customer can see what I'm delivering immediately, and it's the look on their faces when they see it through clear cellophane, and they immediately like, oh. Now if it's in coloured cellophane, I mean, it's your choice. Oh, I'll sort that one out. It's your choice, but if it's in colour cellophane, then they're not going to see it. It may be like a nice surprise to open it if they can't see it, but I just like to see, as a businesswoman, their faces when they see it through the cellophane as I'm delivering it. it gives me joy and happiness to see the joyful, you know, and surprised look on the faces. It's a wonderful feeling. So there we have it. So I hope you enjoyed today, guys, and I hope the information concerning the bags was helpful. So please subscribe, share and like, you know, to the world, to everybody who you know. Again, it does get my business recognised on YouTube. And you know, when people type in things like artificial flowers or wreaths or whichever, my name may start popping up a bit more often. So and that, you know, that helps me such a lot, and I'm really grateful if you do, you know, for all your subscribers. So again, give it a go. You don't have to do it in the colours I've done. I just wanted to do it in like cerise pinks and that, because not everybody wants red roses. So, and I thought I'd just add a little bit of white in the calla lilies and a few feathers and that and picks. I can do it all different styles. It's just that I thought with this ribbon, let's go for the cottage look. You know, and the lady who I spoke to I can't remember, weeks ago, she gave me it popped to mind when I was preparing everything. And I thought, oh yeah, I'll do one similar to that. So again, it could be used for springtime as well, or summer, and have this outside. So it's probably 2 seasons, a wreath that could be out for 2 seasons, or, you know, whichever, guys. So if you make one, guys, whichever colour you choose, have fun and enjoy. And enjoy every minute. And just by placing the odd little loop of the bow here and there without just having one main bow, you know, adds to that interest, and that, you know, makes it look, you know, more, I don't know, is it the wow factor, or is it a bit more, I don't know, pleasing to the eyes. So again, guys, please subscribe, share and like, and have a wonderful day. Take care, and if it's cold where you are, please wrap up warm and stay safe. And I haven't said it yet, and I realised at the weekend, but Merry Christmas to you all. And I hope that buying all your gifts and everybody, for everybody, you know, is enjoying, and, you know, it's just a wonderful thing to do, you know, giving to people, you know, what a joy. So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. So God bless, take care, and bye for now. Bye-bye. Oops, the daisy. Right, I'm going to zoom in, guys, because I've got it on where I've zoomed out. So you'll see the things. So get ready. Oh, there you go. Look at that. So there's the beautiful English rose. Oh, I've got a fluff on it. I don't like that. English rose. Aren't they just divine, with all the layers and the petals? How pretty. Just, and then there's the ribbon where I've just done one loop. We have the ficus. We have this wonderful foliage. I'm not sure what it is. We have the little rubber textured roses and our feather. We have the little wooden love hearts as well. We have some filler foliage with, I say they look a bit like buttercups. Do you agree? And then we have our picks here with the beads on, and the lovehearts. We have also our calla lilies there, our mauvey coloured silver dollar eucalyptus, which I find beautiful, and then our dusted twined fern for the movement. What else? Oh, and our lamb's ear, soften it up as well there. And our pink grass with the pink fern also, and then again the twiggy bits, what are here, bits of red on as well, as you can see, and you can manipulate those to be however you'd like them to be. And there's the lovely bow in the centre of the 2 roses. So isn't that lovely? And again, I've just done bigger curls on the end just like, you know, give that movement in the ribbon as well. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and I hope you have fun creating one. So all the best, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.